It's not so hard to understand why Rick Middleton hated his coach, considering his laid-back and wild personality that definitely didn't sit right with a lot of his teammates as well. He's been a part of way too many controversies at this point, like his trade rumors in 1988, or that one time where he almost drank himself to death. In his early years with the New York Rangers, Rick Middleton was known for living it up in the nightlife scene a little too much. It affected his game, leading to some ups and downs on the ice. Eventually, that lifestyle contributed to his trade to the Boston Bruins in 1976. But things didn't exactly get smoother for him once he landed in Boston. When Middleton arrived, he found himself under the watchful eye of the infamous Don Cherry, a coach known for his tough love approach. Cherry wasn't known for holding back, and his no-nonsense coaching style clashed with Middleton's laid-back attitude and sometimes inconsistent work ethic. This created some serious tension between the two. Isn't that a classic sports issue? The never-ending tension between a coach and a player. But looking back, those struggles ended up being a turning point for Middleton. The pressure from Cherry forced him to step up his game, and he started developing into a more well-rounded player. Fast forward to the tail end of Middleton's career, and his name came up in trade rumors during the frenzy surrounding Wayne Gretzky's move to the Edmonton Oilers. While he wasn't part of the deal, it was clear that the Bruins were ready to make moves, even when it came to trading away some of their veteran players. It was a sign that the team was looking to the future, ready to shake things up for the right deal. Rick Middleton, a name that's still beloved by Boston Bruins fans, had a hockey career that went far beyond just playing the game. His journey started long before he became one of the team's most iconic players. In fact, back in 1966, when he was just a kid, Middleton was already making a name for himself on the ice. He played in the Quebec International Pee Wee Hockey Tournament with a minor league team from Wexford, Toronto, and that experience helped spark what would become an extraordinary career in the NHL. Middleton's early years in the hockey world were a promising start. A right winger by trade, he was drafted in the first round, 14th overall, by the New York Rangers in the 1973 NHL Amateur Draft. He was coming off an outstanding junior career with the Oshawa Generals, where he not only led the league in scoring during his final year, but also earned a spot on the league's second All-Star team. Things were looking bright for him as he stepped into the professional world of hockey. However, Middleton's journey didn't exactly go as planned during his first year with the Rangers. In the 1973-74 season, he spent most of his time with the Rangers' AHL affiliate, the Providence Reds. Despite this, he didn't waste the opportunity to shine. He earned the title of Rookie of the Year and made it onto the AHL's first All-Star team, showing everyone that he was ready for the big leagues. Then came the moment that changed his life. Middleton finally got the call up to the NHL during the 1974-75 season. Although his time was limited to 47 games due to injuries, he still managed to score an impressive 22 goals. The next season, his numbers weren't quite as strong. He scored 24 goals in 77 games, but his weaknesses, particularly on the defensive side of the game, started to show. It was clear that Middleton had the talent to be a big scorer, but he still had a lot to learn when it came to being a complete player. The turning point in Middleton's career came in 1976 when he was traded from the Rangers to the Boston Bruins on May 26. The trade involved Middleton being swapped for Ken Hodge, and at the time the Rangers were confident they had enough young talent to let Middleton go. But what the Bruins got in return was a faster, younger player who had the potential to make a huge impact. The trade ended up being a huge win for Boston, especially after Middleton joined the team and was coached by the tough and demanding Don Cherry. Don Cherry was known for his no-nonsense approach to coaching, and Middleton's time with him wasn't always smooth sailing. The two had their share of clashes, especially when it came to Middleton's perceived lack of discipline. But in the end, Cherry's tough love had a lasting impact. He helped Middleton develop into a much more well-rounded player, turning him into one of the league's top two-way forwards. And it wasn't long before Middleton began to flourish in Boston. In his first game with the Bruins on October 7, 1976, Middleton wasted no time making an impression, scoring a hat trick against the Minnesota North Stars. That was just the beginning of his stellar career in Boston. Over the next 12 years, Middleton would go on to score nearly 900 points with the Bruins, cementing his place as one of the team's all-time greats. Paired up with center Barry Peterson, Middleton's offensive production reached new heights. For 5 consecutive seasons, he scored at least 40 goals and 90 points, helping the Bruins remain a force in the NHL. In 1985, Middleton's leadership was recognized when he was named co-captain of the Bruins, alongside Ray Bourque after Terry O'Reilly stepped down. Middleton held this position until his retirement, proudly wearing the C during home games. His leadership both on and off the ice helped the Bruins become a perennial powerhouse, and his ability to lead by example made him one of the most respected players in the league. One of the things Middleton was most known for was his ability to perform in high-pressure situations. He was regarded as one of the best one-on-one players of all time, and his career shooting percentage of 19.7% ranks second all-time among players with over 400 goals. His best season came in 1981-82 when he scored a career-high 51 goals and won the Lady Byng Trophy for sportsmanship and excellence. He was also named to the NHL's second All-Star team that year. The 1982-83 season was another memorable one for Middleton. Not only did he help lead the Bruins to the best regular season record in the league, but he also set records that still stand today. He recorded 33 points in the playoffs, the most ever by a player who didn't make it to the finals, and he set a new record for the most points in a single playoff series with 19, which he achieved in the quarterfinals against the Buffalo Sabres. His 105 points during the 1983-84 season tied a team record for most points in a season by a right winger, a record that still stands today. Throughout his career, Middleton also became known for his ability to score shorthanded goals. He recorded 25 shorthanded goals, a Bruins team record that held strong for more than 30 years until Brad Marchand broke it in 2018-19. It was a testament to Middleton's ability to make an impact even when the team was down a man, showing just how dynamic he could be on the ice. Middleton's talents weren't limited to just the NHL. His excellence extended way beyond. He also had the honor of representing Team Canada in the Canada Cup, playing in both the 1981 and 1984 tournaments. In the 1984 series, he was teamed up with Wayne Gretzky and Michel Goulet on the top line, and together they formed one of the most formidable offensive forces in the tournament. Middleton finished with 4 goals and 4 assists in 7 games, helping Canada capture the championship. Throughout his career, Middleton also appeared in the NHL All-Star Game 3 times in 1981, 1982, and 1984, further solidifying his status as one of the league's elite players. In the 1986 season, Middleton's career faced a major setback when he was struck by a puck on the temple during practice. The injury caused him to miss the remainder of the season and the playoffs with a concussion. While he wore a helmet from that point forward and managed to score 31 goals the following year, he continued to deal with recurring headaches, ultimately leading to his retirement after the 1987-88 season. When he finally hung up his skates, Middleton had accumulated 448 goals and 540 assists for 988 points in 1,005 regular season games. He also added 100 points in 114 playoff games, cementing his legacy as one of the greatest players in Bruins history. But Middleton's story didn't end there. In the 1990s, he was part of a high-profile class action lawsuit against NHLPA boss Alan Eagleson, along with other players like Dave Forbes, Brad Park, and Doug Smale. The lawsuit alleged that Eagleson had embezzled funds from the NHL Players Association and colluded with the league to defraud players. Although the case was ultimately dismissed, it was a significant moment in Middleton's post-hockey career. Today, Middleton continues to stay involved in the hockey world. He is the president of Boston Bruins alumni and a partner in Orlando Energy Systems. Additionally, Middleton works with New England high school sports showcases, running hockey showcases to help the next generation of players. And that's a wrap for today's video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss an update.